Yo, 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 guys, it's SimbaaHD, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. This is a gameplay commentary, and I've got a bit of a confession to make. I just had the best feed in the world. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but needless to say, it went stroganoff. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, it's actually Mum's sort of special recipe, so I don't want to say too much. Now I'm repping the AK, so the KD's not too bad. Whenever I use the AK, it sort of goes pretty good for me, so I like to use it from torm to torm. And I've got a sort of game to pose to you guys today. You've probably heard of the fuck one, marry one, kill one game. Yeah, well, I got a variation to pose. You want to hear about it? Okay, well, here goes. It's the fuck one, snort one, eat one game. And allow me to elaborate. So we're talking food products. Tonight, as it usually does, Mum's cooking got me in a bit of a mood for food. And as we were sitting down at the dinner table, I got the inspiration like a beam from God. And I said to Mum, wouldn't this be a great idea? And Dad sort of didn't jerry with it to begin with. He sort of said, I don't know, son, it's a bit risky, It's an old twist on the classic formula. But I said, Dad, give me a chance. I can make it work. And he said, I believe in you, son. So here we go. I'm thinking maybe pizza, corn kernels, and fish and chips. That's in my order. I think that's it. And to get the ball rolling might be a little bit boring, but let me know what you guys think, and we'll see if we can get this game going. I really think it's got potential. So if you guys are believers, just let me know what you think. So if you guys hadn't guessed it by now, the theme of today's commentary is food, and I love food. Food is a huge part of my family and part of the Dutch culture, which I identify myself with. I'm sort of half Dutch, Gommel, and yeah, I'm going to let you in on some Dutch dishes and maybe link you up to the recipes if I can be bothered. I'm not really sure, but I'll post some photos up at least so you guys can see, what the Dutch are eating and what I'm eating on a daily basis, and let your mouth water and get a little bit jelly, maybe. All right, the first dish is Poffertjes. Poffertjes, it's a Dutch dish. It's like little pancakes, and you sprinkle them with icing sugar and you cook them on a pancake pan, pretty much. The recipe is a little bit different, I understand, but it's basically the same sort of thing. Little pancakes. It's the Dutch claim to fame. Usually have it. You can have it all time of year, but Mum usually busts it out around New Year's and special occasions, and when we've been, good kids. And it's a real treat, and it has been throughout my childhood. I love Poffertjes, and if there are any Dutch kids out there, just give us a thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? We're in a special club, so we should really be proud of that. In all seriousness, Poffertjes are really, really good, and probably the main reason why I like being Dutch so much. I'm so proud of my Dutch heritage. I'm joking. Probably the other reason is oliebollen. Oliebollen, like a bread dough balls that have been deep fried. It's probably the best way I can describe it, and they're just heaven in a deep fried ball, and they're really unhealthy. I do realise that, as you guys probably can gather, but they're really, really awesome. And these ones too are more a Christmas, New Year's dish, and Mum usually only makes them once a year, so it's really great to have those, and I really recommend trying them. If I don't post a link to the recipe, it's definitely worth looking up and giving to your mum and badgering her to make them. You got to have it once in your life, I think, and it's one of those dishes that are really, really unknown and underestimated by the general public, so the more people that know about it, I guess the better. Ooh, and before I forget, just to give you a bit of an update, not having hair on your legs is definitely not weird. My mum gave me the okay. I was so worried about it, and the things that were said on the comments of the last video, that I was like, I gotta ask her. And I said, Mum, how come I wasn't born with that hair on my legs? And she said to me, Nathan, you don't need to be ashamed of who you are. You don't need to be ashamed if you don't have hair on your legs, because it's a very normal thing. Your father doesn't have hair on his legs either. And I got to admit, I went and investigated that, and he definitely does. So she was lying about that, but I know what she wasn't lying about. That it's definitely normal not to have hair on your legs, and you guys can say what you want, but I'm a perfectly normal human being, and Mum said so. And as far as I'm concerned, she's right. She's the only one I need to ask, and if Mum says it's alright. Today, I was also comparing the hair on my arms with some of my friends, and I realised that ratio is quite disproportionate. I've got a lot of hair on my arms, so that more than makes up for the hair that's not on my legs. So as far as I'm concerned, all the haters can go away. I've got enough hair. I swear, I do have enough hair, I promise. So just, that's a bit of an update on my hair, and I hope you guys really appreciate that I'm doing that for you. Back onto the subject of food, I realised I got a bit sidetracked there. I love 2-minute noodles. You don't understand how much I love 2-minute noodles. I could definitely live on 2-minute noodles. They're the perfect budget meal. You can live on 2-minute noodles. They're cheap. They're efficient. They're done in 2 minutes. You're talking the quickest, most efficient meal that money can buy. And I just love them so much. In my Emma Stone fantasy scenario, we'd probably eat noodles all the time. She'd cook me my 2-minute noodles. We'd sit on the hearth rug in front of the fireplace, or go out on picnics in the hills of Cali and just snack down on beef, chicken and corn, you know, any flavour, really doesn't matter to me. I like any kind of noodles, any way it comes, and obviously when I get sick, come down with a cold, hypothermia when we get a little bit older, she'll feed me chicken noodle soup, and we'll have that variation to enjoy. And you know, every once in a while, maybe I'll fly my mum out and she can cook us oliebollen at Christmas and New Year's, and we can have noodles and oliebollen. And you know, I think we'd live a really, really good life, really rewarding, food-filled life that way. Lots of variety. In all seriousness, I probably couldn't get sick of tuna noodles. I love them so much. I can eat them dry, I can eat them wet, I can eat them anyway, you know. And now that I actually think about it, oh, we've come up to the server disconnect part of the video. I don't know why it happened, but probably just going to skip a little bit ahead. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. In you know, in the perfect world, tuna noodles probably be up there in my fuck it food. Actually, you know, my fuck it snorted eat it food. It'll probably be up there in the first one. So there you go. My order has been changed up. Corn kernels and fish and chips will still be in there probably, I think. As we're coming up on the W there. Yep, that's the one. That's a victory. I think I got the highest score. I'm not too sure. If I bring up the scoreboard there, we'll be able to see. But anyway, food guys, tell your friends. Dutch food, best food. Subscribe. Thanks guys. See you later. Bye.